Hi guys, welcome to my studio. How are you? I hope everything's fine for you. So, thanks to everybody to be here. Thanks to G66. Thanks to all of you. I am happy to share with you the upgrade of my FXIII this year to the firmware 29.01. It is a minor version, but there is some interesting improvement. To be honest, my Fractal is not yet updated, and I wanted to do the update with you. Okay, so it is also a surprise to me what's happened, and I wanted to check something new. To me is really important and interesting, and I show you why. So let me put my guitar on the stand. So thank you so much. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Big Knife. Sorry. Really excited about this update. Use the virtual couple often. Yes, this is the reason. Big Knife is correct. This is the reason that I start my live stream with the whammy pedal, because I'm really curious to see if there are some improvement on the pitch. Because yes, we check together what is new with this firmware. And okay, of course, I invite you to subscribe to the Fractal forum. It is really important because there are all news, and also Cliff Chase, the owner of Fractal, and also the guys like Matt Piccone and Cooper Carter and many other developers write on the forum, so we can have directly from the source some very important news. So I invite you to check. I can say every day, like a newspaper. In the morning, you can open the newspaper, and you can also check what is new on Fractal forum, because Fractal, to me, it is the unique modeler that has so many updates. 29. You can check in the market how many modelers has so much firmware, so much update. Sometimes I'm really, how can I say, astonished when I see some other modelers that say, oh, we have new firmware, what, 3.2.3. This is in 10 years, 3 main version. And what is really incredible, that Fractal improved not only the gear inside the firmware, because okay, we have more than 300, I don't remember how many, 300 amplifier, cabinets, Dynacabs, and so on. But what I love from Fractal is that Fractal guys works hardly to improve the quality of the modeling, the quality of some effects, like in this case, because if you go to the new thread from Cliff directly, because this guy with the Fractal logo is Mr. Cliff Chase. Ciao Cliff, if you are hearing me. Sorry, how are you? I hope to see you. So there is only two news on this firmware. As you can see, it is minor. Minor means that it's still 29, but 20.01. So this means that it is a minor firmware update. But the pitch tracking parameter selects between off and charge and notes. In charge mode, the tracking optimized for playing multiple. So there are something new, some improvement on the pitch block. This is really important. Is what I told you before. Fractal audio doesn't work only to add new gear. Okay, there is everything you want in Fractal. It works hardly to improve the quality of the block. The blocks, the effects, the model, and so on and so on and so on. And Okay, the pitch tracking parameter is only available. Okay, there are some improvement on the pitch, so I invite you to read, and so we can check. And I'm really curious to see this. Because the latest two firmware 28 and 29 give some improvement and change a lot on the compressor effect. Unfortunately, there are compressors like optical compressor that I use a lot that now is affected from a really high CPU percentage consumption, and this is a problem to me. Okay, it's not a problem for Fractal user, because Fractal FXIII, sorry, user has a big power unit. The problem is on the FM9 and FM3 that sometimes you have to change the compressor, or you have to optimize the preset for this new impact of the optical compressor. I love the optical compressor, so I hope that something's change on that. We'll see. Until now I don't update anything, so I want to do this with you. Okay, so do this immediately, and we can do this together. So I open my editor. Okay, and as usual, the first thing that appears, it is this pop-up that tells me new version 1.14.19 for FXIII firmware version 29.01. As you can see here, I'm still on 29. Okay, hi guys. Oh, there are a lot of people. Thank you so much. System requirement. New is in this version support firmware 29.01. Add the drive layout. Oh, there is a new drive also, paradigm shifter. So I forgot to check. Okay, there's also, so we can check together. Correct the performance panes, drag and drop functionality to assign cab position or cab this. Okay, this is a minor correction, but what is important for us, it's also this one. It is interesting. Okay, so please note, blah blah blah. There is some important news and release note for the older version. So, okay, of course, now I can proceed, but because before to do anything, any update, I suggest you to make a backup of your unit. This is really important. Backup your unit. Backup your presets. Okay? If you have many of my presets installed, backup. Backup otherwise, okay. It's not a problem, because if you need, I can give you again. But it is really the opportunity to save your work with the backup. So, first of all, let's install the new version. Okay, open, download the update. Okay, and now I have the Mac OS. Install the editor. Okay. There are some messages. This is Italian. It's a substitute. Okay, substitute. And now, okay, simply I installed the new FXIII editor version. So let's open again. Okay, and now you can see here there is the reading block. It is a standard procedure that the editor align the library with the actual unit connected. So now is checking and align the library. Please guy, because many friends that buy my preset tells me, oh, I installed the new preset, but I don't see anything. The rig is empty. Okay, and I ask him, did you make the update of the new firmware? Yes, of course. Are you sure? Yes, of course. Are you really sure? Yes, of course. I see the pop-up. I installed the new editor, and I installed the new editor and the new firmware. Okay, guys, you install only the new editor, but as you can see here, the firmware is still on 29 version. So it's not enough to install only the new editor. You have also to install the firmware, and this is not automatically, and it is normal. It's nothing special. You have to install new editor because only new editor can handle the new firmware, and new editor doesn't update automatically also the unit. Okay, so you have to make 2 steps. Okay, this is the first one, update the editor. Then go to the tools, go to the Fractal bot, and when you open the Fractal bot, you have a notification here, the light blue notification, where there is a new firmware update is available. Click here for more. Click here for more on 29.01. So if I click, I have the notification, the release notes. Okay, I can push the download, and in these steps, I only download the firmware files into the editor library, but I have to press the begin to start the update. And when you press the begin, you can see on the screen of your FXIII that becomes black, and there is a red bar. Not exactly a red bar. Maybe it is the blue one first. I don't remember exactly, but we can check immediately. So let's start with begin. Okay. No, it is a blue one. I don't know if you can see here. Maybe yes. Okay. You can see the blue bar that is filling, and the update is in progress. Okay. So let's wait a bit. Okay. Firmware is pretty big. 47, 40, 50, 51. Ciao Carol, ciao Chicco, appena installato. Come stai? Ciao. Thank you so much, the Pit Metal Show. I love this channel. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. In the meantime, we can play some other music. Not. Okay. 89, 90. Okay. Okay, and now, as you can see, the screen become red. In this moment, it is important because the firmware is written to the memory of the Fractal. And you have to pay attention, guys, because if you power off the unit during this phase, it's not a big problem, it's not a big issue, but you have to put the unit in recovery mode. Okay, it's pretty simple. You can switch off and keep the page forward and backward together, and you put the unit in the recovery mode, so you can download again the firmware. There is, in any case, every information regarding this. But please don't switch off your unit during the red phase. When there is a red bar, don't touch anything. Okay? So now the new message is a green message. Update complete. Turn power off. Wait 5 seconds and to power on. So power off. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm too fast. Okay, Let's assume 5 seconds, it's okay. And switch on again. I can close this window in the meantime. Ok, loading presets. Sì, tutto benissimo, grazie Chico. Joao Santana, you have turbo version. Great. The procedure is absolutely the same. I have the normal version, but the procedure is absolutely the same. So let's go to the editor, guys. And as you can see, is connecting and is reading block definition string and so on. So you have to wait a bit because now the editor is aligning again the library with Fractal. Okay. Well, so reading block definition, block definition, blah 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 blah. Okay, we have to wait a bit. Okay. Okay. In the meantime, you can play over this backing track. This backing track by Tim. Many people ask me where I pick the backing track. Sometimes I create by myself. Sometimes I use the jamming. This is backing track by Tim. You can check on YouTube and you can buy it. Very nice. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. So let's check the new firmware. I'm really curious to see if there is still a big difference with the optical compressor. So what can I use? So I have the modern VCA compressor. It is the default compressor. When you do the command I, the reset block, you can do this with reset current channel or pressing the command I. And as you can see, modern VCA compressor, it is the default one. Let's check what's happening if I change on the optical one. Okay, 63.5. Okay, a bit better. Only 1 point. In the previous version, the CPU compressor increased more at 2-3 point percentage. It's not a big deal. A big issue on FXIII because FXIII is a huge power. I will see what's happened on the FM3 and FM9. So, but I can use it. Not a problem. And also there is a new paradigm drive, as I understood well, so I can check it. For example, on this channel, paradigm drive. Yeah, paradigm shifter. Ooh, I can select, so we can check together, and also I have the pitch. On the pitch, you have the possibility to track. This is important because the tracking of the pitch shifter is, you can do this on the block input or the input. You can try to change between the blocking or input one. It's not a big problem here because the pitch shifter is very close to the input block. Only the compressor is in between. But if you have the pitch, for example, in the last position, could be interesting to check the difference between selecting block input or input one. And now this is this is important parameter because, as explained in the release notes, the tracking could be based on notes and chords, and this is important to understand because if you play notes, that means you play solos. Could be important to give priority on the notes or on the latency because you play fast and you want low latency. So in this case, you have to select the notes. If you play chords, you can use this parameter because you have more latency but more quality. Okay, and also you can adjust the quality with the track adjusting. It is let's say a tuning, fine tuning to get the best result. Okay, so backing track by team TIM, not team like team. In Italian we say squadra. Team, it is many players that work together. No, it's a team like a team Pierce. Team, okay. Do we have a link for the backing track? No, I don't have the link at this moment, but you can easily find this backing track on the YouTube. Okay. Of course, Carol Miro. Ciao, Carol. How are you? Of course, you save your presets on your hard disk before to upload. Absolutely, I already mentioned about this, Carol. Before you have to make the backup, but usually I save all my presets in my specific folder, and I also have my preset in the store and so on. So I have many locations where I save your presets. But it is also important to save the settings of the Fractal. I remember very well, so I have no problem to recover easily my unit. But in any case, it is a very good good method, good procedure to backup everything. So it is a simple procedure, not a problem. Oh, tutto bene, bravo Gus, bravo Kiko, grande. Hi Marco, how are you? Okay. Let me check if there are other questions. So we can check what's happened with the new firmware. Let me okay, this is the new drive. Let me check. Let me select a clean amp. Okay. 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 This is the paradigm shifter. Ooh. How dynamic. Wow. Oh, very nice, very nice. Maybe it is... Okay, this is the clones, Kirion. It's darker. This is the new Angry Chaka. It is high gain distortion. This is really nice. Paradigm shifter. Wow. Oh, so nice. this light distortion, light gain drive, because you can use your playing to change the dynamic, to change the distortion. To give you this info, I'm using the Shiver Clean. Is one of my favorite clean amp. Okay, this is the original sound. This is my preset. It is I call FXIII reviews, but it is the same Jensen preset. You can find it on my store, of course, as usual. So if as a reference, you can have that reference. And this is my incredible Gibson Les Paul Custom 68 ratio model. It is fantastic because it is so bright, it is so twang. It is incredible. It's like a Telecaster. So switch on the paradigm C. Wow. Fantastico! Fantastico! I have to play a blues. Sorry, guys, but I have to play a blues. Sorry. Oh yes, I have to play a blues. It is a blues time. Okay. And yeah. So let's play something blues. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is perfect. Increase the gain. Okay, this The keyboard time, let's get. Woo. Okay, so the parties are on, and we are so happy to have this new paradigm. It's incredible. So let's check. Of course, I would like to check this driver in front of the distorted. Why not? This is my lead channel. Okay, there is also now the pitch. Okay, you can use with the tone and gain. It is a low gain drive and is very nice. Now I'm using the Eurored. Okay. Nice. Very nice. What I love of these drives that is the sound remain very clear. There is no mud effect inside. The sound is still very clear, even if the gain is pretty high. Very nice, very nice. So let's check also the pitch shift, the pitch block. Okay, we can check together. I'm now I put the whammy pitch. As you can see here, there is my typical circuit that let me to use one single pedal to handle the volume, to handle the wah, and also the whammy. Everything depends on the status of Mplex block. Mplex block is like a switch, is a switch, and you can set up this block to use, for example, in scene in channel A. So you can save the channel assigned to the scene. In channel A, the input select is the row 2. That means the signal flow is get from the volume. So okay, if I use the channel B, the signal flows is getting from the wah. But I'm still using the same pedal. As you can see on the control, this is FXIII pedal 1. I'm still using this. So I can decide which scene use the volume, wah, and also whammy. Whammy, it is in the row 3. And as you can see in the channel C, I select the row 3. You have 6 different channels because you have 6 these different rows. And you can select which row you get the signal. Okay, it's very simple. And now, okay, this is the pitch block. The pitch block is also controlled by the FXIII pedal, and also there is the auto engage. Okay, because I want that in the heel position, I want to deactivate to bypass the pitch. If I want to keep the pitch block always on, you can deactivate the auto engage. Okay, so now it's always. So let's select the notes. Notes means less latency and less accuracy, of course. The accuracy on the polyphonic use. If you have to use a single note, is better to set up the note. Exactly. Okay. We can check also the virtual capo, but I don't know if the virtual capo is affected of this one. Okay. Oh, but it's much better than before. Ooh, this is a lot of improvement. Very nice. Okay, there is a very nice improvement on the pitch block. Okay, so the update is finished. I'm very happy. And okay, if you have any question, and check your question on the chat. Amazing Tom, thank you so much. You will share it. Yes, Joao, it is on my preset store as usual. It is the MFXTC Janssen. This is I call it reviews because I used to make the reviews, but the preset it is the XTC Janssen, and you can find also the review of this preset. And what is important, it is included this custom impulse response that I create from my cabinet equipped with the Tornado Special Edition cabinet. Okay, is really exclusive, and I love. And now I'm using only this cabinet. What does MF mean? MF mean Marco Fanton. Very simple. Okay. Marco Fanton is my name. Thank you so much, Armen. I am the same how engaging the new drive on my clean. Yes, okay. Thank you so much, B-Knife. Okay. Well, I don't see other questions, so I hope everything is clear for you. Of course, I invite you to subscribe the YouTube channel, first of all. And I invite you to subscribe the G66 YouTube channel, of course. And let me, okay. Just a moment. Okay. I invite you to subscribe the G66 YouTube channel. And if you see this tutorial in the next days, of course, sorry, you can put your comments and I will answer you as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Okay, so I hope this tutorial is helpful for you. Don't forget that every Saturday I do the Fractal Saturday Live, not next week because I'm on holiday. So I skipped the appointment, but please subscribe the YouTube channel and also hit on the bell to receive the notification when I am online. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for your attention and see you next time. Okay, ciao, have a nice weekend. Ciao, 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 ciao.